Hello, so I'm Thierry Fanin. I'm program manager and resilience expert at Cordaid.
We are here in Sierra Leone, and here this time with an assignment with AAD-SL for Cordaid. How did it all started?
So Cordaid is a Dutch NGO, and and I'm working for the resilience department. And so far, the resilience department were working in many other countries where Cordaid is focusing, but was still missing some of the countries, including Sierra Leone. So a decision was made like that we wanted to also work more on rural resilience in Sierra Leone. And so in early 2018, we started looking into what type of programs and project we could do, and we found out that like around Makeni and also the Port Local region was an ideal place, and we uh, directly started like discussing with AAD-SL like to start this implementation, and that's how we decided to work here on a CMDR project.
So, what is the project targeting?
So the project targets four communities in these two regions, and we are really working on disaster risk reduction, community managed disaster risk reduction. So what we are targeting is to bring the communities, the whole project first from Cordaid point of view starts at training the local partner, which is AAD-SL, into this method to afterwards like develop like this bottom-up project where the communities are the center of our action. The whole goal is that themselves they can identify which risk, like where they are the most at risk, and which action plan and activities they can do to resolve the problem and become more resilient, and all this in a really sustainable way where the community is the main actor of the whole project.
So, how long are you expecting this project to last?
So the project officially started in early August 2018, and we are aiming to be finished in end of July 2020. So at this stage, we have done two phases. We finalized two phases of the project, and we are aiming to go in the really underground activity soon. So far we've done like the mapping, like the training of the partner. We've done the community mappings, which is one of the reasons why we are here today, and the action planning. Once the action planning is all set and made and agreed by the communities, from there we're going to start moving on into the more concrete underground activities to tackle the issues.
You've been here since the 18th day, and today is the 19th day of February in an engagement that is championed by AAD-SL alongside Cordaid. So far, what have you made up from the entire engagement?
So these 2 days were really important. Were really important to us, and we're also going to do that in the next 2 days in Port Loco. And what we gained from it, and this is still something that is going on, like what we really gained is the feedbacks and the ideas. Having other stakeholders from uh, government or like from other agencies giving us tips, ideas, and also the community's feedback gives us a lot to improve our program. Again, like I've re-emphasized, is the first time it's a pilot project for Cordaid as much as for ADSL. So like it's really we wanted like these 2 days have helped us getting a lot of information. Now we have to process them to improve not only what we're going to do like for the rest of this project, but as well how we're going to improve it in the future for similar project in a Sierra Leone's context.
From what AAD-SL have projected in the training is like empowering the community people on how to save their heads and necks from the dangers of risks in their communities.
Yes.
So far, what are the expectations from Cordaid's side on this entire project?
We don't have much expectation in terms of direct outcomes. And what I mean is like because it's a community-based project, like the aim is that the community becomes more resilient. We don't start the project saying we want to have two bridges built and one dam. This is all ideas that are coming up from the community, and what we want is that at the end of the project, the communities that are first of all more resilient toward the risk and more capacitated as well in terms of knowledge for certain activity, for instance agriculture or other type of activities. Like that are two main objectives for us.
Yes. during the process there are some problems some of the natives are like expressing. Are you guys going a little bit further from um, settling out some of these problems and helping them out to settle that?
Of course, like, and that was also one of the reasons why we want to have this. It's not even a middle workshop. We only been working for 6 months, and we still have 18 to go. So every feedback is good to us to improve, to change, and to adapt. Because again, we've been as Cordaid, we've been doing this type of projects for 20 years in other continents, in other places in Africa, and every country is different. Not only every country is different, but every region is different, and every community is different. So all the feedbacks we get them and we try to improve as an organization.
It's 6 months already. So how does it feel working with Sierra Leone?
It's beautiful. I love it.
So in a round off, like maybe just 15 seconds, what are you what's the round up message so far?
So far, I would say for a first time calling in rural Sierra Leone is really positive. Like we're getting good as well, like negative, but like really good feedbacks. And when I go into the communities, I see some really enthusiastic people and really enthusiastic as all the activities we've done so far in the mapping and action planning.
Right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.